Apparently we are live. We are live and we're coming to you from downtown Carameus by the little park at the visitor center. Yes, and today we have the girls with us. Yes, we do. Little Angel. Little Angel. Yeah, and baby. Baby's playing with her toy over here. She's playing with her little toy there. Yeah, there we go. So we are live now. We are live. So we'll just wait for people to show up and start viewing. Yeah. It's 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. We're live, right, Angel? Right, Angel? We're live. Look at you. Look at you. All those people that were missing you last week, and where are they? Where's everybody? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Huh? Where'd they go? I guess we'll just play with you and play with baby and have fun until people show up. Oh, there's one person there. One person. Look at Angel. There's that little sunshine girl. Look at her. Yeah. One person there. Nobody commented yet. Oh, there we go. Beth. Hello, Beth. How you doing? Look at Angel, Beth. Yeah. And look at baby. Yeah. There's baby. She's playing with her toys there. Playing with her little toys there. Oof. Oof. There you go. Get your toys. And one watching and one like. Awesome. Up north. We're up north compared to you. Yes, I guess so. Yes. We got something going on here. I think Lori was commenting on one of my other lives, my previous lives there, because she said, "Hello there, how's it going?" I get those notifications up top, and I got to get rid of them, but it's not too bad today, Beth. Let's see. So, oh, there's two people here. Oh boy, two people, one commenting. Let's say on Thursday it hit 98 degrees on Thursday, and then on Friday it was 102, at least 102. Really hot and a lot of smoke and stuff in the air. Friday was really thick. Thursday and Friday, both of them pretty thick. And then yesterday morning it was clouded over and it had a good breeze going. It was fairly cool. It wasn't bad. And then around noonish, all of a sudden the sky cleared up, the sun came out, and it got really, really hot. It was at least 95 degrees yesterday, and it was just hot. Today it's going to get hot again because the sun's been out all morning, even though there's a pretty strong breeze today. I walked the girls. It was really nice walking around with the girls in the breeze and everything. Oh, we're up to 11 people and one commenting. Anyway, yeah, it was nice this morning in the breeze walking the girls, but the sun's out intense. Sitting at the park at downtown Carameus in the motorhome, obviously, so we can have the girls again this time. There's little Angel, and there's baby. She was playing with her toy back here. There she is. And so you guys could see them because I know you were missing them. So I thought I'd come down here and do the live down here and let you see the girls and everything. So, somebody disappeared. You can hear that in there. That's all the smoke all week long. Yeah, it's really nasty. But today, it's a lot of things are cleared up. I don't know if you can see this or not. Oh, I can't turn it that way. I don't know if I can turn this because of the thing. Anyway, out there, can you see out there? You can actually see the mountain out there. Yeah, so all the smoke has been cleared up for now. Is that sliding or moving? No, maybe not. I have trouble with the stand here. Bay 510 area. Okay then. Hey Carl, glad you can make it. Hey Lori. Lori, hello there, Lori, Carl, and Bay 510 area, but Oh, you're a weird person, buddy. Yeah. Oh, so you saw the mountains there? Yeah. So we can see there's all the what you call the smoke is cleared up, which is interesting because apparently yesterday and the day before, I think there was a fire in Spokane, Washington, and the smoke and everything was not only coming up here into a Soyuz, but the fire itself was burning closer to the border, and it was threatening the Soyuz town and all that area down in there to try and burn up here. So I don't know what happened yet, but I don't know. Um, we'll just see. But yeah, no smoke in the area right now. It was pretty windy last night. Whoops, getting my hair caught on everything. Yeah, there we go. There we go. What's this? I can't read that per se, but OTDYHAIMO. I don't know how to pronounce that. Audieheim, I'm thinking, but hello, Russia. How are you doing in Russia there? I think you're the first one from Russia on my live ever. Interesting. Hello there. Welcome aboard. Hope you like what you're seeing and listening to. Yeah, we might have a new subscriber there. So anyway, yeah, I'm sitting in my motorhome here, and I got my two girls here. Yeah, both of my little girls here. There's that little angel here, for anyone new. And here's baby. Come here, come here, come here. And here's baby. Baby's Angel's mother. Yes. So go play with your toy there. Woof. There she goes. She's gonna play with her toy. And there's Angel there. Yeah. Yeah. So we got a few people here, a dozen at least, kind of thing. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. The weather's been pretty hot here lately. Yesterday morning, up until noon, wasn't too bad, but then it got hot again, and I was parked in town here. Daisy, hello, Daisy. Oh, thank you. Jesus loves me. He died for our sins and on the cross, rose again, and offers you eternal life to all who believe in him. He's coming back soon. Absolutely, Daisy. Absolutely. Thank you, Daisy, and welcome aboard, Daisy. Yeah, guess what? We do this as well. So let's get on with it. Let's start this show off real the right way. And thanks for that message, Daisy, and I hope you stick around and watch the show. But anyway, let's start with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespasses against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Amen. John Madden. Hello, John Madden. Welcome aboard. A new person. Oh my God. Unfortunately, yeah, you got to go. Yeah. Sorry, John, but you got to go. Well, your comment so far, but anyway. That's the first troll we've had in many, many live shows. So many weeks, very many weeks, couple of months probably. We haven't had any trolls for a long time, and there we got one. But anyway, hope you enjoy that, Daisy, the Lord's Prayer. And we also do our favorite psalm of all. Every single show we do. We do the Lord's Prayer, almost everyone. Addis 15. Hello, Addis 15. Welcome aboard. Canada, yes, Canada, absolutely. Hello, Addis. So yeah, we do the Lord's Prayer generally, and we always do Psalm 23, the best psalm of all, and it's really clear and concise and perfect, and it says everything it needs to say. Here's someone out there slamming their door. Anyway, Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He guides me on the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And yet, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies, and you anoint my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. I love that one. It's very succinct and to the point. It says everything you basically need to know about our Savior and our Lord and Savior. Yes, perfect, eh? Hello, Karen. Karen, how you doing? Psalm 21. That was 23. Psalm 21. I was looking at Psalm 20 just a little while ago, but I was thinking about that one. 21. Unless you got that wrong. Yeah, I think I've done that one before. 21 is good. I'm not going to get into it right now. But 21 is actually looking good too. Yep. But Psalm 23 has always been my favorite, and it's just absolutely um, wonderful. I'm just looking outside. That's right, Beth. Psalm 23, fear no evil, cup runneth over. Absolutely. I'm just making sure I've got everybody here. Yeah. Got rid of the one troll there. So, Lori, you're dropping out of the show. You're going to a car show today. You're here for a bit, but you'll be here next weekend. Okay. Enjoy the car show. I love car shows, like the old kind of classic cars and stuff like that. This keeps sliding down for some reason. Interesting. Yeah, they're great car shows. We used to have what was it, Seaside? Oh, something on Vancouver Island. It was I can't remember the name of it, but it was another auto show, and that had like about at least 1,000 or more old vehicles, and just fantastic. And they drive all around and everything. Oh, you got a balloon festival with the car show. That's cool. Yeah, a lot of people love the car shows. Yep, for sure. And balloons are fun too. Yeah, so we started it off good with the Lord's Prayer and Psalm 23. And as Daisy said, yes, praise the Lord Jesus, and he will be returning soon, fairly soon. I give it 9 years. 9 years, 2035. I've been saying this for quite a few years now. 2035, that's when that's going to happen. I'm positive, because if you look at the state of the world lately, all the prophecies are coming true more and more often, and you can see that it's stacking up very quickly to the end kind of coming. And I guess we're going to go through some tribulations and stuff for a couple of years, but then before we annihilate ourselves off this whole planet, then that's when God steps back in, and Jesus returns and saves the day. Anyway, we won't get into it too deeply, but all good, all good. How you doing, Carl? You feeling healthier today? Hello, Tess. How you doing, Tess? Glad you could make it as well. And yeah, come here, little girl. Look at this little angel. Yeah, we're, like I said earlier, we're in the motorhome in downtown Karameas. We got the girls with us today because everybody was missing them. Look at this. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. What's this? She's pulling the stuffing out of her toys. Here's baby, my little baby. Yeah, my best little buddies and the loves of my life, and that sort of thing. Yeah. Oh, you're not too good today, Carl. Oh, that's not good. You're you seem to have been sort of not too good for the last few weeks, kind of thing. It's kind of almost a steady thing with you, it seems. But at least you're not getting worse and worse. I think, from what it sounds like, you're not getting worse and worse. You're just kind of sort of stable at not doing too good, kind of. And yeah, But I pray, we all pray that you get better, Carl, and things improve. And I'm sure you're going to be doing your breathing treatment again today, as always. Um, I feel bad for you having to do this breathing treatment because it's not fun when you got like lung issues and that, and it's hard to breathe and you get clogged up and choked up. I mean, I've been having trouble with the smoke lately. Earlier, I was coughing up more stuff because of the smoke, but that's a very minor kind of thing, and temporary as well, as long as the fires go down. But we've had more and more fires. We had one, just another one recently up here. Like they had Summerland was on fire. They evacuated at least 22,000 people all into Penticton. And then they had another one up in that general area, Knox Mountain, it was. And that one was actually set by an arsonist. And as far as I understand, the one in Spokane recently, um, within this last week or so, was an arsonist one. And another one in Washington was an arsonist one. It's people are just setting fires. It's crazy, and for whatever reason, I don't know if they're getting paid or what's going on, but they're starting to catch a lot of these people that are actually starting the fires, and they're not natural. They're not, and we don't get much lightning in here, so they can't blame it on lightning. So I don't know. I think they try and blame it on. Hello, Pete. How you doing, Pete? Glad you can make it, Pete. Um, they try and blame it on lightning and sometimes people throwing cigarettes out their window and that, which I mean does happen, but they can't just keep blaming it on people doing that. It's just um, yeah. Beth, you said watermelon. Watermelon, good near you, Carl. You got a lot of watermelon down there, Carl. Uh, so how's Pete today? Highway 97, Pete. Oh, okay. That's interesting, Carl. You think your problem is brown lung from cotton dust? I don't think I've ever heard of that, but that does make sense. As soon as you said that, it's like, yeah, okay, that's wow, crazy. Do you ever put those masks on or anything like that, or is that just not possible or feasible for you? But brown cotton dust, it's interesting. Yeah, there'd be a lot of dust and fine particles in the air when they're picking cotton or growing cotton or stuff. Yeah, it's almost like the cottonwood trees or stuff like that that they just release all this stuff and floating in the air. Oh, you haven't got any watermelon this year, eh, Carl? Oh, that's too bad. Too bad, unless you're not that interested. I don't know, but I love watermelon. I haven't had any this year either. Um, I haven't seen any real local watermelon. All of it, it's all the commercially grown stuff in the stores, and I won't touch most of that stuff, especially the seedless stuff. It's something not right with those. But yeah, I prefer everything. All the fruit and produce I eat, I try to eat almost exclusively locally grown stuff, so I know it's really really safe. Because out here, pretty much everything that I've seen so far is all organic, and they don't spray stuff, and that they don't use all those nasty chemicals like glyphosate and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm caught up with the comments there. But yeah, we got the girls with us today, and we've been running around this park, and there's another park down there too, called Pine Park, because it's full of pine trees, and they just love running around. So we've gone out walking in the parks 3 times this morning, so they should be okay. Yeah, yeah, I do that too, Karen. You got a watermelon and this year, and you save the seeds. I used to save them all the time too. I don't know if I still have any stashed away anywhere. If I do, they're probably a bit old now. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, I saved seeds from watermelons and all sorts of. I had seeds from cantaloupes and honeydew and all sorts of different fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. But I haven't had a garden in so many years now, like because I haven't lived in an apartment or anywhere that I could have one. And I've got a bunch of seeds somewhere in my storage room. A lot of them, the older ones, will probably be timed out or just too old and probably won't produce. But I've got a lot of them from the West Coast Seed Company. The West Coast Seed Company, they do nothing but um, organic um, organic seeds and nothing GMO or tainted or anything like that. So yeah, but yeah, I've always liked to collect seeds. So Carl, brown lung is like black lung for coal mining. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense too. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stuff, just natural stuff in the air. Well, coal mining, I don't know how natural it is, but I guess we got to dig coal. But um, yeah, that would be really hard on a person's lungs and stuff. I don't know how they did it way back in the old days when they didn't manufacture any of the masks and that. I guess some people would just get a bandana or something around their face or whatever. But a lot of people got bad lungs from working those mines for so many years and everything. But yeah, that's crazy. Crazy, yeah. And if it's not hard enough with the coal dust and the cotton dust and all sorts of other uh, what's the words I'm looking for? Allergies and stuff from plants and different things bugging our lungs. Then they got to have the forest fires. Too many forest fires and so much smoke around that it's got some flies in here. It's probably going to get hot. I don't know how long I'll last today, but it's probably going to get hot because the sun's out full and it's been anywhere for all last week and maybe the week before. It was hovering anywhere from 95, 96, 97, 98 kind of thing, hovering back and forth in there. We hit 102 and then it's just kind of been in that temperature. And so right now I've got my vents up here open and I've got my door propped open. So we're getting and it's reasonably breezy out there. Not really strong, but breezy enough. So we're getting some airflow through here and that, which is good, which will help a lot. But I don't know how long. If it gets really, really hot, I'm already feeling just kind of muggy a bit, just because it's very, very warm. And also, I had a second cup of coffee too, so that probably didn't help. But anyway, I don't know how long I'll last here today. We'll see what happens. If it gets too hot, I might have to just pack it in right on time at 2 hours kind of thing. My back is sore for some reason. Well, I say that for some reason, but let's say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I was doing a bunch of extra work on the orchard out there. They have a bunch of pine trees out there, and they're big, huge pine cones, really big ones, and they fall down. They're all over the ground, like just a carpet of pine cones everywhere. Um, and we have to rake them up and throw them in the fire pit, the burn pile that they burn like in September or October or something like that when the fire bans are off. But they're just like a carpet of them all over the place, and we have to get rid of them because they're actually a fire hazard. So I had to rake all those up. The raking was the hard part. It was really hard on my back. And then I got the shovel and just shovel them in the trailer and haul them over. Shoveling the pine cones was easy because they're fairly lightweight, but trying to rake them across into a pile, that the pile, you make a bunch of piles so you can actually scoop them into your trailer and haul them away. The raking was really hard work, hard and sweaty because I had to do it early in the morning until about noon before it really, really started getting hot because it was terrible. Oh yeah, so you did wear a mask, Carl. You did wear a mask, but it was so hot. It was about 94 degrees Fahrenheit and 45 humidity in the mill. Oh yeah, excuse me. This is a side effect of the smoke. Oh, gets in all up your sinuses and makes you sneeze a bit. Oh my God. And Carl, the air stopped working one night and it went to 114 degrees Fahrenheit in minutes. Wow. That is, I can't even imagine that. When I was about 12 or something, 11 or 12, it was 112 degrees in, what's that place? Clinton, in BC, in Clinton. We went through there. It was 112 degrees. That was hot. But uh, so far, I've only seen it like it had. I spent 25 years on the island, so it doesn't get much more than about 90 something on the worst kind of scenario. And it doesn't get extremely hot like here, but here it's. I think the most I've felt was about 106 degrees. It'd be 101, 102, 4, 5, and 6. That's about, I think, the hottest and that's hot enough. Once it gets to 95, that's when I really start shutting down, and it's too difficult to really deal with after that. Like 90 degrees is probably my maximum. I feel it going between 85 and 90, it's just like, okay, hopefully it's not going to get hotter. And when it's hotter than that, it's too much for me. And probably when I was younger, I'd be able to handle it a lot better. But with age and that, it's not as easy and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, 114, that's crazy. And then of course you get people like Tess who live in the Middle East, and sometimes it gets to 130, 140 degrees. That's just insane. I don't know how anyone actually deals with that or can put up with that. I mean, you must stay inside with air conditioning, but to go outside in that would just I can't even fathom that or imagine it in any way, shape, or form. It's like 106 degrees is just too much for me. If I don't have the air conditioning running wherever I might be parked or something like that, if I can't do the air conditioning, and the intense heat is even in the shade, I'm parked in the shade, lying down, and vents and everything open, and the intense heat is just runs through everything. I, I just shut down, and I can't do anything. I get really tired and lazy and stuff. So yeah, wow, that's hot though, hot. I'm surprised only two people passed out, Carl. Yeah, from that 114 degrees. Yeah, that's crazy. Yes, Tess, we got MIA, missing in action. Laura, Cheryl, Mark, Lila, Glenn, Billy T, John, George, Catherine, Susie. Yeah, and the list goes on and on. There's a bunch more too, and Alex, and you mentioned George. Yeah, you got George. Yeah, but there's a number more, but those are the main ones, the main long-time regulars kind of thing. Cheryl might be here listening. She's most of the time she does that. She's just sits and listens for a while and doesn't say much unless she's having problems with her laptop or computer again, kind of thing. But yeah, yeah. Wow. All right, all right, all right. Oh, look at this. Someone was playing with her toys and now she seems to be tired of it. Look at this one. She keeps looking out the window, wondering what's going on out there. People walk by and she stares at them and that. What's out there? What's out there, little girl? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you come here. We got something for you to do. We got something for you to do. You got to listen to your song. Yeah. We got the Sunshine Girl. It's the Sunshine Girl. So anyone new still out there? Looks like we lost a bunch of people. This is the Sunshine Girl, and we almost always sing to her. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, As I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, so I hung my head down and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I think she likes that. I think she likes that, yeah. There we go. That's right, Beth. Sunshine, sunshine. That's right, Tess. You just noticed that now? Yeah. It's I decided to come into town and sit by the park here so I could do the live show in the motorhome with the girls with me instead of out at the orchard where I can't have the girls there unless I park the motorhome over um, by um, the foreman's house there where I'd get the Wi-Fi and that. Uh, I could do that, but that's his parking spot area. So yeah, I just when I park my quad there and I'm sitting on it and I'm doing the live, it's not I'm not taking up too much space and everyone thinks it's interesting kind of thing when they walk by and stuff and see it. But yeah, I'd have to just double check. I'd have to just let them know that I'm going to do that with the motorhome at some point. So I might do that next time or one of the weekends. I might just park the motorhome over by the willow tree and do the live there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I know it's always nice to have the girls with me. I mean, they're part of the show. Like it's Baby and Me, Tiny House on Wheels, and then Angel came along, so it's Baby and Angel and Me, Tiny House on Wheels. So it's about Baby and Angel and me and Tiny House on Wheels, which the motorhome is a tiny house on wheels. So yeah, we got to keep it all together. Oh, my back is really already starting to bother me a bit, quite a bit. But like I said, I was doing all that extra work on the orchard there, and not only was I raking up and scooping up pine cones to get rid of them, and that I think it was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. They're going to start having the pickers come in. Generally, every year they get a bunch of people up from Mexico and South America and stuff. They're on a working visa program kind of thing where they're um, the guy that owns the orchard. He brings them up and then puts them up in these cabins and stuff. And so in I guess late spring or something like that, early summer, somewhere I can't remember exactly when. That's when a bunch of the Mexicans and that come up, and they're doing a lot of the work around there. Like they trim and prune the trees, and they just do whatever work needs to be doing around there. And then ultimately they start picking the nectarines and the peaches and even the plums and that, which what they've been doing lately. And now they're starting to pick on the apples. And the thing is, the orchard is probably anywhere between 85 and 90% apples, and the other fruit is just kind of minor sort of amounts. Although it's huge and they got tons of fruit. But anyway, um, so it's the apple picking will probably the serious apple picking will probably be in the first week or two of September, coming up soon. But they have been picking a bunch of certain batches of the apples that are pretty much ready to go, and a lot of them there's specific clients, I guess, that always kind of order them up and say like, I'm going to come up and get some apples and stuff, and they bring their own vehicles up and they load them up with the bins of apples and let them haul them away. And it's just barely beginning now. It's not a lot of them, but the bulk of it will be, like I say, early September there. But anyway, probably starting this weekend, between this weekend and the next weekend, um, they're going to be bringing a lot of the pickers in to stay in the cabins there and getting them set up because as we move on here, more and more apples will get picked, and they'll bring a couple of pickers in, and they'll start slowly doing some apples, and then by the time September rolls around, then they'll have pretty much all the pickers in. But anyway, yeah. That's right, Beth. Apples and kids going back to school. Yeah, that's September for you. Yeah. Yep. Kids going back to school. You got to go, Carl. Okay. Oh, you're going out for dinner tonight. Oh, good. Awesome. Get out of the house and have some fun and stuff and enjoy a really good dinner. But yeah, you take care, Carl. You stay safe and stay healthy as you can. And hope you really enjoy your dinner. I haven't been out for dinner in a couple of years. It's been in a restaurant of any kind at all, because I always eat at home pretty much, unless, sometimes someone will bring me leftover foods like Indian food. I love Indian food. They might bring that over, and sometimes they either make it at home, but sometimes they get it from a restaurant or that and bring it in, and they got so much that they just have leftovers and they leave it. But I've never been out to a restaurant, and I can't even remember the last time. But I keep thinking it once in a while. Oh, I want to go to this place or that place, and but then I think, well, I got food here, and I can save a lot of money by not going. I mean, you go to a restaurant and it costs you like a minimum of $50 or something right off the bat, and that's for one person. Depending on the type of food and everything in the restaurant you're at. But $50 for me, for I can buy a lot of groceries for me and the girls for $50. So yeah, we can spread that a lot. I mean, I could probably get for $50. I can probably get enough food for me and the girls for up to 2 weeks, kind of. So yeah, so it's a kind of a kind of a juggle, I guess you'd say, or something. But yeah, but anyway, Carl, you take care. Glad you could pop in again, and stay safe and healthy out there, and enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your dinner. So Beth, your favorite time of year is summer? Hottest summer. Yeah, that's been really hot this year, and hotter than it seemed last year. And it can cool off anytime now. That's right. Yeah. Nupi. I'm just going to say it's Nupi, Nupi, Nupi 1415. Hello, welcome aboard. I'm not sure what you're saying though, but Canada, us, not touch me tree. Okay. I'm not too sure what that exactly means, but obviously your English is not your first language, I'm assuming. You might be from the other side of the world or something. But anyway, welcome aboard anyway. Oh, Mamma Mia took someone out. Mamma Mia, thanks, Mamma Mia. You're on top of it. Obviously, you had a reason for it. And Beth telling Carl, go for dessert and coffee after the wonderful dinner. Yeah, yeah. Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. Was trying to figure out what you're saying there, Carl. So it sounds like you pay $23 for the dinner and get enough for 2 days. That's really good, actually. That is really good. Yeah, I would say anyway, from the sounds of it. I think I'm caught up again. I gotta do this again. Get rid of the notifications. I put the little logo right up on the screen here so it blocks my view a bit. So, hey, Mark, glad you could make it, Mark. glad you're back from your holiday. I hope you enjoyed yourself way over there. I've always wanted to travel. The, the most I've traveled was down through like Washington and Oregon, and went once down through California all the way down to Carmel, Monterey, and place like that, in San Francisco. That was a long, long time ago. Um, and then across Canada. Well, not across Canada. Like I flew from here to um, Ontario twice, visit somebody, some relatives back east, uh, around Toronto. And that's about it. I'd love to go to all over Europe and everywhere like that, the Middle East, and well, just about everywhere. I'd even like to go to South America and stuff too. But yeah, yeah, I'm in a sense. I don't get jealous or envious. It's not a good thing to do. It's a negative negative emotions, I guess. But in a sense, just in a humorous manner, I'm kind of envious of you going to Cyprus and over there, and getting to travel and stuff like that, and see wonderful places like that. Oh, Carl, you're still here. You get three chicken fingers each and two veggies with it. That's pretty good. Hope the chicken fingers are big fingers. I've seen some, chicken fingers are little ones, I guess, and then some are like big ones and big and thick and wonderful. Oh, Mark, you're talking about over in Europe there, tons and tons of wildfires. Uh, yeah, there's wildfires everywhere. Wildfires all over here in BC, well, southern BC mostly, and in Washington and I think Oregon and all over the states and stuff, and like everywhere in the world. Every time I turn around, there's fires everywhere through Europe and the Middle East and Africa and just everywhere. Australia is on fire. Oh, it's crazy, crazy. Oh, that's good, Carl. Glad you're still here. You get big ones, big chicken fingers for that price. Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Oh, SLP 53, welcome back. You've been here before. Welcome back. 105 degrees in Texas today. Holy cow. Holy cow. Yeah, it was 106 here a week or so ago. Man, that's hot. And yeah, it's just, I can't fathom that. You guys must get that kind of heat a lot of the time in the summer. Whereas 105, 106 is quite extreme for us here. It does happen, but it's quite extreme. We usually average 95 to 98 or something like that. But 105, that's hot. That's hot. That's right, Tess. Yes, in fact, Europe is on fire. I think the whole world is on fire. It's fires all across Canada, here and there, um, all through the states. I haven't heard much about South America per se, but Africa's on fire. Australia's on fire. It's like fires everywhere. There's something really wrong with this. Really, yeah. That's right, Tess. And we all pray for everyone's safety with these fires and everything. And like someone was saying last week, I think, I feel bad for all the animals and the wildlife. Um, they have no choice. They live out in the forests and that, and that's their home, and they get burned out, and they almost have nowhere to go, and a lot of them don't make it because they can't run fast enough, or they got nowhere to go and stuff, and that's the saddest thing at all, because they're so very innocent, all the animals and wildlife, and it's just sad, just so very sad. It's terrible, terrible, but yeah, we pray for everybody's safety. Anyway, you take care, Carl. We'll see you next Sunday, I'm sure. And hopefully you're still here and heard that. Yeah. But yeah. Okay. Oh, my back. So far, we haven't heard from Cheryl. I'm hoping she's around, but don't know yet. Uh, seems to be a very. Yes, I'm caught up. Yes, that's right, Beth. I'm caught up. Caught up, yeah. Um, yeah, hopefully she's around, but stuff happens. Not everyone makes it every weekend. I think Lori just popped in and she's gone again already. Oh yeah, she's doing the car show. That's right. Yeah, I don't remember them having a car show this year. If they did, it's I missed it somehow. Yeah, interesting. Because usually every year they have it. It's over in the rodeo grounds, but then yeah, they should have already had it. Maybe, maybe it's next month. I don't know. I'll have to check into that. I haven't really been. I've been out in the orchard a lot most of the time. I don't come into. I only come into town when I gotta do some grocery shopping or specific things that I have to get or whatever. And most of the time lately, I'm just out in the orchard chilling out and doing whatever work they need me to do, which hasn't been a lot except for this last week. It's like I said, doing all the pine cones and oh, and the other thing I was going to mention is they have a nice big for the pickers. That's what I started talking about the pickers. The pickers come in and stay in the cabins, and they got this big kitchen thing there. It's a really long counter with two stoves and two sinks, and they got three toasters and a coffee maker, a tea kettle, and a George Foreman grill, and then they got all these seats to sit on and big tables to eat at and stuff. And they all there, and then on both sides they have a shower and bathroom and stuff. And anyway, um, and they have three fridges in there, and they were left really nasty and messy from last year. Um, Usually they get cleaned out at the end of the year, but they were nasty, and I had to go in there and clean everything. It was quite a big mess. So I had to clean out three fridges with the freezers and kind of scrub them and wipe them all down and everything, and then clean all the counters and tables and everything. I even had to um, wash the toasters net because they're really grungy on the outsides. Uh oh. Watch out for the barking. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. I got the back door open a bit for airflow now. Hey, baby. And I got okay, enough. Hello, baby. I got things blocking the door, but she looks like she can almost climb over them and jump out the door. So I'm just double checking. Anyway, I saw you there, Cheryl. Hello there, Cheryl. Glad you could make it. And apparently, you've been here a while. You're just frustrated. Yes, you're frustrated again with all the stuff going on. I hope you're getting on top of and accomplishing a bunch of the projects you got happening there, and getting some really good, reasonable, honest people to help you deal with all the stuff. But you're just frustrated again for some other reason. But glad you could make it. That's right, Beth. Scary guard dogs. Yeah. As someone just go by with one of their dogs, and they love people. They just want to go and talk to everybody, even if people don't want to talk to them. But they want to go and play with people all the time. But they bark at all dogs, and I don't quite understand that. But it seems to be. That's Angel. What are you doing, Angel? Angel, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Come here. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? Those big scary dogs out there? Yeah, big scary dogs out there, huh? Woof, what? Woof, woof, woof. Oh, okay. I'm catching up here, Cheryl. Your car won't pass the smog test. Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's not good. That means you can't drive it around. He told you to drive 100 more miles, and you did and took it back, and it still didn't pass. I'm not sure. I don't understand that. I've never heard of that sort of concept. Or if it doesn't pass the smog test, you got to drive it for a number of miles and then um, go and take it in again, and it should clear it up. I never heard of that before. I I don't understand that at all. But that's too bad that it's not passing. You have to take it to a mechanic and see if they can do something. As vehicles age, they just eventually they just won't pass the smog test because I think they set the standards too high on the smog tests. On I've seen pretty much brand new vehicles or near new vehicles go through the smog test in Vancouver and not pass, and it's like, well, their standards are just way too high. And but anyway, hopefully that doesn't stop you stop you from driving. Like obviously the mechanic said go drive it for 100 miles and come back, so you out there driving, and hopefully that I know you probably have to get a sticker put on your vehicle, and I guess the only time that a police officer would do anything about it is if he pulled you over for something and saw that your sticker wasn't current. Then they would say something, maybe give you a ticket. But hopefully it doesn't stop you from being able to drive, like getting to the grocery store and doing all the shopping and everything you need to do and get out and about and do. So hopefully that happens. But I don't know what to say, Cheryl, but I don't know what year your vehicle is, but hopefully you can get that fixed and figured out. It's the oxygen sensor. If it doesn't pass, I don't know what. Yeah, you don't know what you'll do. I don't know either. I don't know what the, let's say on your vehicle or whatever, the oxygen sensor. Funny thing is just yesterday I was watching some videos scrolling through, and I saw this guy. Like a lot of people do, just personal auto tips and that for basic auto fixing and that. Anyway, this one guy, he goes under the dashboard right below the steering wheel and that, and he goes, see this thing here, and he kind of twists it and unplugs it and pulls it out, and he says, this is the um, sensor for your air conditioning. And he pulled it out, and there was all this lint and dust and everything on the end of the thing. And he says, if your air conditioning's not working, then you got to remove all this, clean it all up, put it back in, and your air conditioner should work again. And I think it's a lot of the similar things with the smog stuff is just sometimes it's just a sensor module or whatever that needs to be kind of unplugged and pulled out and cleaned up and then put back in. Sometimes, I don't know, but I'm just guessing here, but throwing out some ideas. But hopefully you get that figured out there, Cheryl. I hope so. And Beth says, yeah, sensors issues can be quirky. Exactly. Okay, Mark, you're having French fries and fish fingers and peas. Nice. That sounds really delicious. Well, the fish fingers and the peas sound good. French fries, I can take them or leave them. Depends on who's making them and where you get them. Like I like the ones that, let's say restaurants or outlets that have more of a homemade style French fry or potato thing going on. I'm not a big fan of this, just like the cookie cutter French fries you get at all these fast foods and stuff anymore. It all starts tasting about the same. Okay, Beth, you saw a near new RV, got that oxygen sensor going off, and Manuel said take off the gas cap to relieve pressure. Interesting. Yeah, no idea why there's any connection between those. Yeah, that was the first thing that crossed my mind. I have no idea how those would be connected for the oxygen sensor and taking the gas cap off to relieve pressure. Not sure about that. I'm not a mechanic and I'm got no business under a hood anyway. So yeah, and if I need to know anything, I'll watch videos about it, so they'll show me what's going on. That's right, Beth. It's like unplug the computer brain and hit restart. That's about it. Yeah, like sometimes, a lot of times, well, years ago when I was having difficulties with my phones, the smartphones they call them, someone would say, "Hey, just restart your phone, turn it off and restart it, and that should clear it up." And almost every time, it did that kind of. So anytime I have an issue with the phone, it's not running properly or my apps aren't working correctly or something like that, I just turn it off and restart it, and it seems to always clear up the problem. So yeah, shut the computer brain off and restart. Hey, Alex, glad you can make it, Alex. Glad you can make it, Ontario, Alex. Yeah, yep. So I'm assuming it's pretty hot out there in Ontario, pretty hot, and I'm assuming you also have a lot of wildfires going out there. I hope not, but yeah, we got wildfires all over the place here and all through British Columbia, all across Canada, basically. Alberta's on fire. It's every province I've heard of is on fire, but fires here. We got fires across the line in Washington and Oregon and all over the United States, just everywhere going on. Oh, okay, that's not bad then for back east, Alex. It's you say she's warm, not too bad though. Yeah, that's pretty good for back there because especially with humidity back Ontario and that general area is pretty notorious for severe humidity. I've heard in the past, and we've been, and I think for here it's mostly because of the fires going on and the smoke and everything. We've been dealing. As soon as it gets above 95 degrees or and up there, we've been dealing with a serious amount of humidity, and that's what really knocks me out is when it gets so humid I can barely walk or stand up. It's crazy. Oh, okay. So northern Ontario is burning up, but you're in the south though. I guess that's that's helpful, isn't it? Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, crazy. Yeah, the whole world's on fire. We were just talking about that a little while ago. The whole world's on fire, and there's something really corrupt about the whole deal. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's an interesting thing, Beth. Wonder if even Nova Scotia's on fire. I haven't heard anything out of there so far. Yeah, I should check on that and see. That's interesting. Yeah, they have some serious winds over there. So if they start on fire, they'll spread like crazy because of the winds. They're probably windier there than it is here, and this is one of the most extreme windy places in British Columbia. Maybe even all of Canada. I don't know, but wow. Oh, okay, Cheryl, we're checking back on your um, smog testing there. Excuse me. Another side effect of the smoke. Oh, it makes me sneeze. So, with the smog testing, you sent money in for the tags. You got to send it into the, I guess, motor vehicle or whatever it is. Oh, here we go. Oh boy, yeah, no, no, you're not climbing all over the place. You bark back there, yeah. What's going on there? What are you doing? You haven't even seen anything, Angel. You're just barking because Mummy does. Yeah. Don't jump all over the place. You don't need to. She's like a broken record. Skip, 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 skip. Okay, let's get back to it. Come here. No, 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 no. Let's chill out. Had enough yet? Anyway, got to get back to this. So yeah, you must send your money in for tags from the motor vehicle branch of whatever it is down there. I don't know. Up here it's just motor vehicle branch, but you won't get the tags until you pass the smog test. So wow, that's crazy. It's a 2003 Elantra Hyundai. Huh. And you just put $1,000 in to fix other issues. Wow, crazy. Yeah, I hope you get that figured out and get to pass because if you've already sent the money in for tags and you can't get it to pass, then that's not cool, not at all. But I hope you do. I hope you get it sorted out. And like I say, if it doesn't get sorted out, I don't know much about the Hyundais, especially the Hyundai Elantra, and whether they're, they have issues on in that area or what. But hopefully, it's something that can easily be fixed for sure. And then you get your tags. But we'll pray for you there, Cheryl, that everything works out. Oh, Mark, you're watching the live stream and you're having a walk about the mall right now. Yeah, Laura does that too. She's driving and watching live stream, and she's not here today either. And she goes to the mall and stuff like that, and she's watching the live stream and that. Yeah, as long as you get a good connection, like it's hard to do that here because when you're driving down the highway, your signal goes in and out, and there's like miles, stretches of miles, where you look at your phone and it says no signal, and you just have to wait for it to kick in again. But yeah, that's awesome. Well, you enjoy, Mark. Yeah, Alex, they're cuties. These little girls are cuties, cute little girls. Cute as a button, cute as hell, and sometimes funny. But it does get a little bit annoying when you just go and bark at dogs for pretty much no reason. But they're yeah, they're scaring all the creatures away, the doggy creatures. Baby doesn't like strangers. Well, doggy strangers anyway. All to her, all doggies are strangers, and she doesn't like them. But people, they love people. They when I'm walking them, um, if I have them on leash, then they want to. They're pulling on the leash because they want to go and talk to the people sitting at the picnic table or whatever, because they're real people oriented. Um, that's when they're on the leash, and I pull them, and I just keep going and going. No, people don't want to talk to you. And but if they're off leash and they see people and I notice they look in their direction, I go, no, stay here, come here, and they just ignore me and they run over to the people anyway, and it's like they become instantly deaf. Yeah, you little monkey? Yeah, you guys become deaf when the people are around. Yeah, and most people love them, and they, say, oh, a lot of people walk by and it says, oh, can I pet your doggies and stuff? And I go, sure, go ahead, and then they just have a great old time there, the people and the dogs and stuff. So yeah, it's but yeah, they have a thing about well, mostly it's been baby. Ever since she was little, like little tiny, she's just not like other dogs, and then she passed that on to Angel too. So Angel, I think if it was just Angel on her own, she'd probably she'd probably go up and want to play with the dog. Whereas Baby just goes up and attacks the dog, tries to bite them. Of course, she's so small and doesn't her teeth aren't big enough. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Yeah, yeah. You almost scratched my face again. Yeah. Anyway, here. Well, that's okay, Cheryl. No problem. You just telling us your story of how things are going, and that's what we're here for, is to hear each other's. You guys come to listen to my stories and what's going on in my life and everything like that, and I and we want to hear what's going on in your guys' life and your stories and stuff. That's right. You just need to count your rainbows and not your thunderstorms. That's about right. That's kind of like, well, I guess, what George Burns was saying about there's only two things in life: things you can change and things you can't. And you just got to count your rainbows and not your thunderstorms. I like the way you put that. That's really good. Very good. That's a really good expression. But as Beth is saying here, there's a way to get this sorted out, Cheryl. Yes. Same. Tess is saying the same thing, too. Alex, you're barbecuing chicken kebabs as we speak. Oh my gosh, chicken kebabs. Oh, that would be so good. I'm jealous. And lamb kebab for dad. Nice, nice. You know what? When I used to go to, I guess souvlaki is a kebab, and we at one point we used to go to Greek restaurants all the time. That was kind of our favorite go-to until I got into Indian food, and then oh my God, Indian food just blows everything away. But anyway, I used to love to go to have the souvlaki at the Greek restaurants, and I always really liked my personal favorite was lamb kebabs, the lamb souvlaki. Very, very good stuff. Yeah, I used to love that. So I'm kind of a bit jealous. That sounds so good. Chicken kebabs and lamb kebabs. Boy, you guys are having a lot of fun there. I got for tonight, what have I got? Oh, tonight I'm going to make a lentil stew or soup or whatever. A stew soup, a lentil stew soup. I got some leftover pork jowl. I've been having the last 2 nights I've had pork jowl sandwiches with mayonnaise and greens on there and that. But I got some leftover of that, so I'm going to chop all that up and throw it in with the lentils and that, and make a bit of a soupy stew kind of thing, and throw in some greens and some onion and stuff, and have that for tonight. But yeah, you guys are making me hungry already, and a little bit jealous with these wonderful dishes. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're out in the mall, Mark, because you're looking for a present for your daughter. Oh, good for you. Good for you. It must be her birthday or something. I'm assuming birthday, but yeah, that's a good thing to do, Mark. Hope you find just the right thing for her. Yeah. Mama Tess says buy her a Longchamp backpack. I'm not sure what a Longchamp was. It's probably obviously a name brand or something, but a Longchamp backpack. I guess for going back to school, maybe. Oh yeah, Tess, that'd be great for Mark's kebabs, eh? Tabbouleh, tabbouleh salad. Yes, that stuff's good. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, um, I did the video about the sumac, staghorn sumac tea. I did the tea. I haven't made any lemonade yet, and I've been meaning to do another video on um, how you remove all the coating and that through a sieve to get all the nice sumac powder kind of thing. And one of the things you'll know this Tess is it it's really famous for making za'atar, right? The sumac makes a really good za'atar. Apparently, I don't think I've ever had za'atar that I remember anyway, but it sounds delicious. But the sumac seasoning um, goes with practically everything. You can make soups and stews, and you can make the lemonade and the tea, and you can make the za'atar and any kind of dish that sauce or whatever. You can add the sumac to it, and you can even use sumac to coat your chicken or beef or pork or any meat you cook. You can use it for spicy seasoning or coating for that. You can use it in practically everything, and it's great. Gives a really nice what's the word? Other than it's a lemony flavor, but there's a what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I can't think of that word. It's right here on the tip of my tongue. Savory. That's it. Savory. Very savory flavor to practically everything you do. But apparently, it's very well known as a spice additive for za'atar. Apparently, yeah. Yeah, Alex, that's right. Good choice, Mamma Mia, right? Tabbouleh, yeah. Yeah, souvlaki, yeah, that's right, Alex. Yeah. That's basically what you're having is souvlaki, but your way. Oh, Cheryl, that was actually the river. That's the Similkameen River that I showed in the short announcing this live today that I just did 2 days ago. Yeah, That's the Similkameen River, actually. I guess you can't see a lot of it, so it almost looks like a lake there, but because it's in a short and it's sort of close up and everything. But yeah, I've been trying to fish there, and I'm getting a lot of bites, and the fish are only like this big, so they're not big enough to get hooked on the hook. If I used a tinier hook, I'd catch them, but then they're only this big, and they're like too small to eat, kind of thing. You want to let them grow a bit bigger than that, but yeah, so far I haven't caught anything there, and I keep trying, and that's why I don't show any. Someone else mentioned, I can't. I think it was George said. Doesn't matter if you catch fish or not. We just want to watch you fishing, which I should have done, but I don't know. I just didn't get around to it. It's really hard to try and set up the camera and film yourself doing stuff. It's a very long process, and by the time I do all the process of filming, it's like I could have been fishing a lot or catching a lot of fish or something. But yeah, it's sometimes I just want to do something like relax. Like for fishing is for me is very relaxing. So I just want to relax and try and catch some fish and hopefully bring something home for dinner. But yeah, that was the river there, Cheryl. Oh, I'm not sure what you're referring to there, Mark. Oh, yeah, it's your daughter. Oh, I don't know if you see that glare now. Oh, see, yeah, that's the sun coming through the skylight here, or the vent kind of thing. It gives a glow, making my face glow or something. So your daughter wants something called anido. Anido. I have no idea what that is, especially with the spelling there. I'm a lot at a loss for words, especially anything new. I'm too old to know what the new stuff is out there. Like they make mention games and different things like that, and I have no clue what they're talking about until I find out. Oh, it's a game. Like we had the last thing I did was Nintendo, Super Mario Nintendo. Oh, thanks, there, Alex. You say I'm a good cook and you've seen some of my meals. The rock cod looked really good. Yes, and it was. It's delicious. Pretty much everything I cook is delicious. Partly because I spice it up. Usually, I like a bit of salt. I like pepper. A lot of things I put a little hint of cayenne on there just to give it a tiny bit of heat and a real spicy kind of flavor. And whatever else I can think of, like whether it's um coriander. That's not what I was trying to say. Coriander. It's comes from cilantro. Cilantro. I love cilantro. Coriander is the seed of cilantro, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I like to kind of spice things up a bit, and pretty much everything I cook tastes great. Oh, I actually thought of that, Cheryl. Probably about 2 or 3 years ago. I thought of doing that one. It sounds because it's easy enough, and I don't know. I must have totally forgot about it for a couple of years. Because yeah, I'm gonna write that one down because that one I'm pretty sure I can do. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Trying to, for the life of me, remember who did that one. I can't think of their name right now, but I'm sure you'll tell me. But that's a good one, yeah. Thanks for mentioning that. I wrote it down and I'll try not to forget, and I'll hopefully put that out on a video pretty soon here. But thanks, Cheryl. That's awesome. Uh, you're happy to be back in the chat, eh, Alex? That's good. Yeah, we're happy to have you back again. Yeah, and I hope you're doing well with your program. You know what I'm talking about. I hope you're. I don't want to say too much, but hope it's going well for you, and you're staying a lot more clear-headed. But yeah, glad you're back too, Alex. That's right, Tess. That's a good. Oops, did it again. That's a great song Cheryl just mentioned. Yeah, I love that one. I just hearing the name of the song, it took me right back to about. I'm gonna have to say I was about 16 years old, so 50 something years ago. I remember hearing it way back then, and it took me back to this neighborhood in Vancouver, um, because I know I was listening to it at that time, probably that very day that my vision of being back there came to me. I know it was either playing in my mind or on a radio or something, but I remember this perfect specific area. It's in the Arbutus area of Vancouver. Yeah, but that took me way back. As soon as you mentioned that, Cheryl, it took me way, way back. Okay, Mark, I'm still kind of confused. So she wants a needle. It's apparently a squishy. I don't even know what a squishy is. The only thing close to a squishy is a Slurpee. I don't know. A squishy. I'm thinking it's one of those toys or something. I no idea. I need more info. Hello, Glenn. Glad you can make it, Glenn. Glad you can make it again. Yes, awesome. Oh, really? The fish have all been small, even in Lake area where you're at. We got some big fish out there. I can see them sometimes swimming around in that, and people catching them. But I just seem to, especially in the river there, the Similkameen River, I just keep getting bites and all these little tiny ones, and not got a big one yet. And other people have fished there, and I see them catching good sized fish. They might not be huge, but they're good enough for pan pan size to cook in your fry pan kind of thing, and good for a good meal. But yeah, that's unfortunate. The fish are small even back there in Lake Erie. Yeah. Oh, Mark, you love that song too, eh? I can see clearly. Yeah, I think everyone likes it. It's really an uplifting kind of positive song. It's really good. Oh, that's another thing too. Oh, so there's a big tribute for Gord Downey and the Hip all weekend there in Kingston, back east there, back in Ontario, Kingston, Ontario. That's cool, Alex. Thanks. Big tribute to Gord Downey. Yeah, he was amazing. And that's another thing. I'm gonna write his name down because I know there's a couple of songs he does that I can probably pull off to some degree. So if I write his name down, like I don't know for sure, but one of my favorite of all time of his is Hundredth Meridian. I just first time I ever heard of the Tragically Hip, it was on not much music, but MTV or whatever that was. It Much Music? Anyway, the music video thing, it was way back in the 90s, and I was sitting there watching it, and all of a sudden this video came on, and it was the Tragically Hip 100th Meridian. And man, I just fell in love with that song and the Tragically Hip right then and there. It just blew me away. I just loved it. Fantastic. I'll never forget that. That was my first introduction to the Tragically Hip, and that song, and I've loved it ever since. And every time I hear that song, it takes me right back to that. Sitting in my living room watching it on the video thing. But I'm gonna write that down. Write his name down. So I know there's stuff I can probably do, but most of the time it's just getting enough time and energy and desire to get out there and do it and film things. It's about the filming. That's I can stand out there and sing all day long, but unless I'm filming, that doesn't do much good except for me, right? But that is. Oh, so he passed away 1 month today, 1 month ago today. Is that it? I think that's what you're saying. Yeah. But yeah, he's very well loved back there, isn't he? I guess that's basically where he came from, wasn't it? Ontario somewhere? Kingston, probably. That's right. Thanks, Cheryl. Johnny Nash. I couldn't think of his name for the life of me. Yes, that's what my mother would do. We'd make a comment like it wasn't even about a song, and we'd just say something, and almost everything we that came out of her mouth, my mom would have a song about it, and she'd just start singing like the words would be like connected to the song, and she'd just take those words and start singing. I think that's where I get it from. But yeah, Johnny Nash. Wow, I wouldn't have thought of that. Oh yeah, that's right, Cheryl. Songs just bring back so many memories. The older the songs, the more the memories come back, and it's for us, for anyone that's my age and older, I guess. Those really were the days, weren't they? The good old days. Like music was great, and life was great, and life was fun, and it wasn't so messed up and complicated and everything like it is today. Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes every once in a while, hear songs or think of stuff like that. I start living in the past, and I gotta shake my head and get back into the here and now kind of thing. But it's easy compared to what's going on today and everything happening. It's really easy to just get in your head and go back in the past and just stay there kind of thing because it was such a better time, man. When we grew up as kids, it was just fantastic. Like, I mean, you had good and bad times, but just life itself was just so much easier and more peaceful and just a lot more fun and, stuff, yeah. I can go on and on about it. So there, you say it's a huge crowd of people over there celebrating George Downey, eh, Alex? Yeah. Tess, karaoke time. Yeah, okay. No, I know, Beth. A squishy's not a Slurpee. I was sure of that, but I don't know what a squishy is still. Uh, oh, that's right, dude, Beth. Kingston Trio come from Kingston, obviously. Yeah. Kingston Trio. Kingston Trio. I'm trying to think. Uh, I think Kingston Trio did King of the Road at one point. That's not who originally did it. I can't remember the original. Um, it's on the tip of my tongue too. His name, but I think Kingston Trio have done King of the Road as well. They did their cover of that. They've done a bunch of stuff though, and I can't think of them right now. Wow. Oh, that's good, Alex. One month clean. Keep it going. That's right. He passed. Gord Downey passed in 2017. Yeah, that's right. Oh, really, Mark? You found an unlimited edition of Where's Waldo. I haven't heard about Where's Waldo since probably the 90s, the 1990s, or something like that. It was way back. Yeah, I forget when it first came out. I think it was in the 80s or something, maybe earlier. I don't know. But Where's Waldo? I didn't even know that was still around and a thing. I thought it had passed away with time or something. Yeah. Oh, wow, Mark. It's $100 for the limited edition of Where's Waldo. Wow, $100. That sounds like a lot for something like that. I don't think it's worth it either, Mark. It's not like you can't afford it, but it's probably not worth it. Especially if you're looking for something for your daughter. I think unless she really likes that, but I think she would like something else a lot more, probably. That's right, Cheryl. Wish we could all go back in time. We didn't have the technology and the devices, et cetera, and all the stuff. Yeah, it was just a. I've been saying this with certain friends of mine that are basically my age and that, and we all say the same thing, that the baby boomers, um, basically from the late 40s, early 50s kind of thing, probably had the best life ever on this planet kind of thing. It was almost as close to utopia as you could get kind of thing. And when you watch the movie with Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future, when he goes back into the 1950s there and you see all the stuff going on, it takes you right back to there and going, yeah, that was great. You had the malt shops and everyone was having a great time. And and yeah, and when he shows up to um, he comes across that sign that says future home of this housing complex where he was actually living at in the here and now kind of thing. And yeah, I remember those days we'd see signs like that, and this is the future home of such and such housing complex or housing development area kind of thing, where they put up a whole bunch of houses in a certain community. I don't know, just the whole thing back there um, was um, yeah, just a great life. I wish in a way that, it's funny because hindsight is 2020. In a way, it's like, what am I trying to say? It would be nice to have appreciated it a lot more, knowing what I do now about life and everything out in society and the whole bit going on. I feel like I wish I'd appreciated it a lot more. Well, at least certain things anyway. Just, but time goes on and things happen. Excuse me. Smoke and stuff. Okay, so Mark, you're probably going to get her that needle, whatever that is. Still don't know what it is, and something else called a squishy burger. Okay, now I'm getting more and more confused. I don't understand the new stuff these days. It's a squishy burger and a needle. I have no idea what either one of those is. Beth, that's good. Squishy combo idea. I like that. Beth says, I think of a squishy as a beanbag toy. Oh, Thai babies? I still have some of the Thai baby beanbag toys. I still have some really old ones. Um, they would probably be worth a lot if they hadn't been bounced around so much and got dusty and dirty and everything like that. But they all still have the tags. Some of them have the tag with the tag case on it. What you put the plastic case on the tag itself. I got some. I got one. It's the Blue Jay. Blue Jay. I've got a lobster. I've got a cat. I've got uh, I've got the bull. I've got they're all up in there in that tub up there with all babies' toys up there. And that's probably why they're probably not worth much, is because they're with babies' toys. But anyway, yeah, I remember Thai baby being that was quite a craze. People I knew would just went nuts and started buying them as they came out. Alex says Mark's the squishy master. That's right. Vintage collectibles. That's right, Beth. Yeah. Vintage collectibles. I got a few things up there. I got these ones I got, I think it was McDonald's. You know how McDonald's and what's the other place? Oh, A&W and places like that came out with the little toy things. You buy a kid's meal or something, you got a toy. Well, I was like 40 years old or 40 something, and I was going into McDonald's buying these kids' meals just so I could get the toys to collect. And I got the ones, they were clip on little things that they had the head of the Winnie the Pooh characters. It was just the head on a clip on thing, and you hook it to your backpack or something. and I got them. They're still in their bags and everything. They're not really worth a lot, or like maybe $2 each or something like that. At least last time I checked 10 years ago. But I only have one full set, and the thing is I can't. I'll never ever sell that full set because it's the only set that I have a Tigger. I wanted to get a bunch of Tiggers so I could have extras, and I guess at one point I never, kept collecting them, or I never got around to it. Couldn't afford to, whatever happened, and I never ended up getting more than the one Tigger. And so I've got one full set of all the Pooh characters, and then I got a bunch of mixed Pooh characters, just random ones of every single character except Winnie the Pooh. So I can't. The set itself, the full set itself, would be actually worth more than a bunch of the other characters. The same amount of characters by themselves. But I can't sell that set because then I would lose my Tigger uh, um, my Tigger character there too, and I couldn't part with Tigger at all. I would have a lot unless they offer me a lot of money. I really couldn't do it, but I'll pull them out one day and show you guys what I got there, and it's hopefully you'll find it interesting. I'm missing so much here. Oh, here we go again with the sunlight there. Shining on my face. Yeah. There's trees up there too, so sometimes it hides the sun, and then the wind blows the trees, and then you get sun on my face. It's an investment strategy. That's right, Beth. And Mark, you don't even know what a Nido is. Ask some young people there. That's you always, whenever you want to know something that's new, ask the young people, the kids. Say, I'm looking for a Nido. What is it? I'm trying to decipher what you just said there, Alex. I look friggin' too and good, and my camera is tip top. Yeah, the camera. I guess that's what you're basically saying is I look good in the video, and it's really good. Yeah, I got the brand new Samsung S26. I just got it. Maybe a month ago, I guess, probably, or a little more than that, something like that. But I got that, and it's, man, right away I noticed a huge difference. Well, maybe not huge, but I noticed a difference between the S23 and this camera too. This one's nice and clear and really, really good HD kind of stuff. This is my old one here. I got it plugged in because I had it plugged in because I needed it maybe to search things. But this is the old one. This is almost twice the size of the one right here, and it's almost twice the weight. Like, this is a really bulky, heavy one. And I've even got my other one here before that. It's I don't remember what this was, an S20 or something. Yeah, I think this was S20. This was S23, and now I've got the S26. But the cameras just get better and better every single time I get a new phone. So now I've got another 2 years to go before I can get into the next one, next level. Um, because once I've done my 2 year contract, then they say, "Oh, you're eligible for," they say a new phone, and they make it sound like it's free, but it's not. But it's really cheap. It's like instead of paying like $1,200 or whatever it is for the new phone, it's like you get it for like $10 a month or something like that. So $10 a month, that'd be 120. That'd be like $240 by the time you pay it off. So it's a good deal anyway. But anyway, this is the other one, and it's like I say, it's practically twice the size, but it's almost definitely twice the weight. This one is so small and nice in your hand, and very lightweight. It's really good. Anyway, I had that one plugged into, and I got this one plugged in too. 79. I'm just checking the power. I was plugged it in at 93 and it's already down to 79 and it's plugged in. So, but it's slow charging. So, yeah. That's right, Beth. A hilarious dad comment from Mark. I don't even know what a Nito is. Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Mark? Sounds like a type of food or drink. You spelled that wrong. Yeah, that's right. Tigger. Tigger, Beth. Yes, you got it. I think that's spell check happening, isn't it? Yeah. Tigger's just my absolute favorite character of all time. Winnie the Pooh's kind of cool himself, but Tigger just I like Tigger so much better, and even like Eeyore and Eeyore is pretty good too. But anyway, I'm digressing here. So Cheryl, you read one of Maya Angelou's sayings. Yeah, she's the poet, very good poet. So one of her sayings is, "No matter what happens or how bad it seems today, life does go on, and it will be better tomorrow." Absolutely. I try and tell myself all that all the time, especially when I'm feeling, let's say, down or I'm feeling bad or like it's feeling like a bad day or whatever. I i always just stop and go, tomorrow is going to be another day, tomorrow is going to be a better day. And I try and do that every time when anything's rough or going not going good or not going my way or whatever. I always say today's just another day in the stack of days, and tomorrow's going to be a much better day, and it almost always is too. Oh, you're swearing, Mark. Okay, but I don't blame you for that. They have an effing squishy butter. Squishy butter. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really so confused with this. This generation is, I think, lost their nut. They've all gone crazy or something like that. They come up with these weirdest things. I'm trying to think of the name of this one thing. And I want to say, do you remember when this came out? It was, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, what was it? It came from Japan or somewhere. Oh, what the heck was the name? Anyway, it was like this little thing, like on a watch or something, but it was not a watch. And it would be like a dog or something, and you had to feed it and make it grow. And then if you didn't feed it on time and everything, it would kind of just die, and you have to start over. Oh, I forget what that was called. It was some weird thing anyway. Actually, Beth, to be honest, a lot of people thought to invest like I did, and I didn't get to invest as much into stuff like that as I wanted to. But so now I have a very small collection, and it's like I say, it's not really worth a lot. It might take years and years to get there, but I really like that set that I was just mentioning about they're kind of like a keychain thing. Uh, it's just a clip. You can clip them on your backpack or anything, but you can also put your keys on it and stuff like that. But yeah, but I used to be doing that a lot. When I was, the reason I started doing that, because when I was young, very young, they came out with baseball cards with bubble gum inside. So you'd open it up and eat the bubble gum, chew the bubble gum. But you get these baseball cards or cards of different sorts. And way back when, they had the Beatles cards for the Beatles, and like that was in 1963 or something like that, or 64. It was a long time ago, and I was really young. And we used to just collect, you know, buy it for the bubble gum and chew the bubble gum because we like candy. And the cards were kind of interesting and cool. And we get them and we play these games where you'd like one of the games was you toss them up against the wall, and whoever was like the closest to the wall won all the cards that everybody threw. And so, and then they'd try and collect them and get doubles and that. But you always ended up getting all the cards were bent and dog-eared and that, and the corners were folded over and stuff like that. So they're all getting worn and that, and they weren't in nice, perfect condition like the hockey cards and that. When they baseball and hockey cards, people started putting them in things, plastic covers, so that they would stay good and everything. I wish I had a thought of putting them away when I was a kid, because one year I was in my 40s and someone had perfect mint condition Beatles cards. And in my estimation, now looking back on it 30 years ago, they were worth a fortune, kind of thing. I mean, it wasn't much money, let's say, each card, but if they were in mint condition and you had a whole collection of them, they were worth a fair bit. And even some hockey cards, baseball cards, stuff like that, you had the right ones. And I had a whole bunch of them too, and somebody stole a bunch of them off me. Like, I had all these, someone left them behind when they moved out. They were renting this bedroom off me or something, and they moved out and they left all the shit behind. Never came back to collect it, and I had all these cards in that, and then somebody stole the whole set off me. And I had a couple of really good ones in there, but anyway, that's a long story. But I wish I had a thought of collecting all the Beatles cards back then, and all the earliest baseball cards with Babe Ruth and all those kind of people. That would have been just an amazing collection. Amazing. And be worth a fortune now. But anyway. Oh, Cheryl, you think you have that set of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and all that? Those clips they clipped on, like the kids would clip them on their backpacks and that when they went to school or something. You can clip them on your belt. You can clip them on anything. Yeah, they're cool. I'll get them out and I'll show you one day soon. I can't. I could get up there now, but it would take me quite a while to get up and climb in there and pull everything out. And or where is that box? Oh, that box is over there. Yeah. But it would take me a bit, and you'd be staring at a blank screen with a flag on it. You got to see this. Look at that lazy little girl there. Look at her with her little belly. Her little belly. Yeah, she's just relaxing, chilling out. She loves her belly rubs. She really likes them. And there's a baby just looking around. What you doing, baby? What you doing? You don't got any toys. You're just licking your feet. Where's all your toys, baby? What'd you do with your toys? But yeah, I'll get them out and see if they're the same ones, Cheryl. Yeah. Beth, who has a Thai baby Tigger? I don't have a baby Tigger for in the Thai beanbag stuff. I don't have a baby Tigger. Maybe I missed something. That's okay. Oh, thanks, Mark. I guess I haven't caught up with all the comments, but or not Mark. Sorry, Alex. Alex. I think I'm getting tired. So you're just saying that I'm looking healthy. Thank you. Yeah, when I look in the mirror, I seem to look healthy. I don't feel healthy, but I seem to look getting some sun on my face, so I think that helps a lot as well. But thanks for that, Alex. Oh yeah, okay. Beth says eats well. So yeah, I do eat well, and I'm not necessarily trying to set a good example, but thanks, Beth. But yeah, I do eat well. Mark says the same thing. I like my greens and proteins. Yeah, exactly. But not squishy butter or squishy burger. No. I still don't know what it is, but I don't think there's something to eat. I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, Cheryl. You found that saying from Angelou. Uh, just when you needed it. Yeah, that happens a lot. I find that there's a lot of crazy, insane, wonderful coincidence in life when let's say, when I need to hear something and I'm thinking about something within the next couple of days and sometimes within hours, it'll pop up and it'll be, wow, that's exactly what I needed to hear just at that time. It's very amazing. And the older I've gotten, ever since probably 40 or 50 or somewhere in there, the older I've gotten, it seems to happen more and more often with me. It just, it happens a lot, and like many times throughout the year. It's crazy, but yeah, I get messages from the ether, I guess, a lot when I need it and when I'm thinking about something. It's sometimes it's almost spooky, but in a good way. But yeah, it happens a lot with me. Yeah, I wish I could remember. I could write that down because no matter what happens or how bad it seems today, life does go on and it will be better tomorrow. Now, the reason I would like to write all that down now, but I'm not going to take the time away from you guys, is that when you're doing the live show, the comments come through. But once the show is over and I shut it down, all those comments disappear. You'll never see them again. I can never find them. And then the only comments that do come through is someone watching the live show after it's done and then making a comment on it then. Those will be the only comments you'll see. So it's kind of sad that that happens, but with that's it. Thank you, Cheryl. Gochi watch. It was a Gochi watch with a little dog on there, or pet something or other. It's a pet Gochi, and you had to feed it and take care of it and do certain things at certain times. Otherwise, it would pass away or something or die or whatever. And then you have to start all over again. And then yeah, that was a. I'm sure my son had one of those. I remember because I remember trying it and I thought this is kind of almost lame, but I was doing it and sorting it out. After a while, I was just like, I don't want to keep doing this. This is boring. Anyway, Gochi watch or Gochi watch, something like that. Yeah. Oh, Mamma Mia, Tess, you taking off? I might be. You might be already gone. I'm really trying to catch up with these comments, but if you're not gone, you're still here, Tess. You take care. Thanks for hanging out with us again, and stay safe out there and stay healthy and everything. And we'll catch you next weekend. Um, Sorry if I missed you, but let me know next weekend. Yeah, I'm really behind here. You missed the 90s mark, eh? Because there was the Beatles, Laurel and Hardy, and Where's Waldo, and many more stuff. Yeah. No, those Tiggers I got, they're not Thai. This is one here. This is, I don't know who makes it. It's called Starbeam, Fisher Price. This one's Fisher Price. And I think the other one up there is Fisher Price as well. I don't want to pull him out because he's inside and I don't want to have to pull him out and put him back again. This one, he's got a butterfly net with his butterfly. But yeah, this one is Fisher Price toy, which actually is probably a collectible as well to some degree, except he's out of his package and getting a bit dusty. He's not so bad. That one up there is really dusty. He's been around a long time. But they do kind of look, they're beanbag kind of characters. They do look kind of like Ty, but yeah. Oh yeah, I noticed that. Everyone's excited for GTA 6 now. I haven't watched GTA or played GTA for oh, I'm gonna say like almost 20 years now. Like the first ones came out. So everyone's excited about GTA 6, Neato phones and laptops and huge buildings. Yeah, that's me too, Mark. I'm trying to catch up with comments. I didn't realize Tess was leaving. Beth, it should be out pretty soon. GTA Grand Theft Auto 6, yeah. I thought it was already out, but I'm not sure. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Yeah, please do that. Send me that saying in the email. I got the basic concept of what it's saying, but I don't, I'd like to have it word for word. That would be nice. But yeah, send me that in an email, please. Thanks, Cheryl. Okay, so Mark says it's out for GTA 6 is out for pre-order, but fully comes out in December. Yeah, they usually do that around Christmas time, don't they? So that they sell more. I haven't done gaming in so long, Beth, it's not funny. I mean, some I'd, what I'd really like to play. I had, I had them and I don't have them anymore. I had the first three Nintendo setups, Nintendo one, two, or three. I can't remember what they're actually called, but my favorite was Mario World. I loved that one. It was really good, and I kind of miss it because I ended up getting rid of them. Um, and I love to play that one, but that's about the only one I really like playing. I'm not big on gaming anymore at all. I know a number of people I know are into World of Warcraft, and they're just crazy about it. There's a lot of people out there that are really crazy about it. I never got into that one, but Alex says, "Cool Tigger." Yeah, I love Kit Tigger. Mark says, "I think my Tigger is in the attic." That's kind of like my attic up here. For the motorhome, it's my attic. Oh, Alex, you got to head for supper for with your dad and everything, and have your kebabs. Yeah, so you enjoy your dinner there, Alex, if you're still here. I'm probably way behind here, but take care, Alex. Thanks for hanging out again. Oh, I think I just caught up. Anyway, you take care, Alex. Enjoy your dinner and stuff with your dad. Yeah, I did. I caught right up. There we go. Okay. Oh, my back is sore. Holy cow. I just noticed the time. I looked about 2 minutes ago and it was 1 o'clock. And now it's almost 2 o'clock. It's like an hour just flew by. What's this? I don't know what. I'm looking at this comment. Someone made a comment on my YouTube or something. I know you can hear me still. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah. Someone made a comment on one of my YouTube things. It says I'm lying. It says you're lying, but just don't want people to take them. I'm trying to think of what video that would be that he's making that comment on. I think it's funny. I think it's a joke. Like it's a humorous comment. I'm lying. I just don't want people to take them. I'm just wondering what that could be. I can't wait to see that later. But anyway, that's right, Mark. Time really goes past when you're having the more fantastic a time you're having, the faster time flies, and it's amazing. Sometimes time like when you're doing hard work and that time just drags on you. You look at the clock and it's like you thought it was like an hour and a half and it was only 10 minutes. And it's like, oh my God, I still got over an hour and a half or 2 hours to do this work. And then when you're having a great time, the most fantastic time, it just zooms by. It's like 3 hours seems like 5 minutes. And yeah, that happens all the time. The more fun you're having, the faster it goes, and the more depressed you get because it went by too fast. But yeah, exactly. I don't know if you noticed that the buffering just happened. It does on my end, but exactly. Okay. Mark says I've tried to comment in every short I've done. Yeah, I've noticed that actually. I'm pretty sure you have on practically everything, Mark. Yeah. And Beth says, because I made that comment, the guy was saying, "I'm lying. I just don't want anyone to have them." You got to. Pinocchio emoji. Yes, exactly, Beth. Got the big nose because I'm lying. Yeah. But yeah, and there's a couple of things I got to do. I got to stop at the store up here before 4 o'clock, um, to drop some things off, and then I got to run the girls around when we're done. Make sure the girls get out and stretch their legs right away first, and then I got to do that. And then I want to head back to the orchard so I get back in time for dinner, basically, because I've been having dinner for the longest time now, at 3 o'clock, 3:30 at the latest generally, because it seems to work better with my system. It's the only meal I eat during every day is dinner, and so I'm fasting all day long, basically all night and all day, kind of, and I eat early because it seems to work better. Like if I eat at 6 or 7 o'clock and then I end up lying down relatively soon after that, yeah, I get more uncomfortable, and I don't give my body enough time to digest everything before lying down and going to sleep. In that, it just complicates my system more. But yeah, if I eat at about 3 o'clock, that's perfect. It it suits me well because it gives me quite a few hours, um, to move around and get a little bit of sort of basic exercise in, so I can, have a better digestion and sleep better and everything like that. And yeah, it works better for me. So yeah, so I want to. It'll probably by the time I get out to the orchard there, because I planning on going back. I got to get some more work done the next couple of days, um, and so I just want to get back there before 4 anyway, so I can. And maybe, well, I don't know if I'll get there before 3, but maybe 3:30 if I'm lucky. But anyway, instead of just babbling on here, yeah, I want to get there and have dinner at a reasonable time, and the girls have gotten used to eating at the same time I do too. So yeah, I just want to make sure I get there, so I can't stay too much longer. But anyway, Cheryl says, I have my bad days, but I know how precious and fleeting each moment is, so I just try and stay grateful. Like I always say, stay focused, relax, and enjoy the little things, and stay in the moment and only enjoy what's happening right now, because you can't change the past. It's already done. So just stay in the moment now, and you don't know what the future is actually going to bring, so don't stress and worry about it, because basically in the future, you stress and worry about it, when the future comes it's always generally good stuff and better than what you were worrying about. So yeah, but yeah, that's the best way to go, Cheryl. Just stay that way as much as you can, and the more you practice that, the better you get at it. And and then one day all the worrying and stressing and all that basically just stops, or gets down to such a minimum you don't even notice it anymore. But the more you practice, the better it gets. I don't know, Mark. Is it just you, or does emojis have random ones? I think they do. I'm not sure. That looks like a pretty random one to me. Actually, I've seen most of those before, but you got to go looking for them. Oh my, Cheryl, it's 87 degrees where you're at. Wow. Whoops. Wow. That went by fast, those comments. Too hot to do anything. 87. Yeah, that's close to 90. That's right, Cheryl. You're worried about the car, but it is what it is, and you're doing all you can. That's all you can do. Like George Burns says, don't stress about things you can change, because you can change it. It's just a matter of time, and putting the effort and time and everything into it. But if you can't change it, then no sense stressing, because you can't change it. Anyway, I'm going to check now that you've mentioned it's 87 where you are. Let's see what we got here. That can't be right. That can't be right at all. Although it doesn't feel so hot in here, even though we're in direct sunlight, and it's only partly cloudy today, but I think it goes in and out of cloudiness a little bit enough that it's keeping it cool. 24. So that'd be 50, 60, 70, 80. So it's apparently 80 in Karameas. And Costin, where the orchard is, it's actually hotter all the time. So it's 80 here. So that's not too bad. It's actually workable. Costin. Okay. Okay, so it's 36. In Costin, it's so it's going to be hotter out there. It always is hotter out in the orchard than it is here, and it's always more windy here in Karameas than it is out in Costin. Costin's higher up, quite a bit higher up than, and Karameas is right down at river level. Although we have the river right there, but we're higher up for some reason. We're higher up. Anyway, 27 is about 84, 85 degrees. So it's not as bad as it has been, but here's that comment. I'm just going to check this. Oh, Mark, you made a comment there about now they won't fall off while singing. You're talking about the kilt and the suspenders on that video. Yeah. This one, the old phone gets messages, previous messages kind of thing. I gotta see what this is. Okay, that was a funny comment. It's about the Amanita muscaria. I'm still those supposedly hallucinogenic or poisonous mushrooms that way back a video like 4 years ago or something where I was eating the amanitas and saying they're neither hallucinogenic or poisonous because I've eaten many of them, and I'm getting a lot of interesting comments on that at all. People are telling me I'm full of crap and everything sometimes, but this guy says you're lying. You just don't want people to take them so you can have them. That's good. I like that. That's a good comment. I really like that one. Yeah, so that's way back. That's an interesting video because Amanita muscaria, and everyone's got their own concepts about what they're about. For probably a couple of thousand years, people have been saying they're hallucinogenic, and they've also been saying a lot of people are saying they're poisonous, and they're neither. I've eaten a bunch of fresh ones, and I've dried many caps, and on 3 separate occasions, I've ate 5 grams of the dried caps, felt nothing, absolutely nothing, and I've eaten fresh ones, felt nothing. So it's just a myth that's been going on for a very, very long time. Like I say, probably a couple of thousand years. People are just didn't know what to think of them. And I even mentioned it on that video saying that reindeer love those mushrooms. They eat them as many times as they can get them. And I said on the video, I said, if reindeer can eat them and live, then why we can too, because we're fairly close as mammals in biology, right? Anyway, someone said out there, just because reindeer eat them doesn't mean we can, and that, and all sorts of comments which just contradicted exactly what I said. But a lot of stuff going on there. Anyway, that's what that was about. Oh, Laura, you finally made it. We're just about done here. I got to catch up there. Wow, I missed a lot here. Holy cow. Oh, Mark, you had to bring that up. You're just thinking of pumpkin pie. Not me. Oh, and Beth, you promised to call your sister back, so you and her don't like to shop for dresses. She has to have one, and you're assigned to call and give her a pep talk. Okay. Oh, you learned some Greek in Cyprus, eh, Mark? Cool. It's always good to pick up a language. I'm still trying to learn. I've learned a bunch of Spanish, and now I'm trying to learn Italian, which is practically the same thing in many ways. Ah, that's too bad, Cheryl. You wish you could pick up the phone and call your sisters, but they're in heaven. Yeah. You'll see them again one day. I'm sure you are. Mark, you're asking me now? Hi, Kent. How are you today? You're asking me in English. Zeus and Poseidon are brothers. That's true. Yeah. Those stripes are very good on my kilt, eh, Mark? Okay. Yeah, glad you can make it, Laura, but we're wrapping it up here. I'm just trying to catch up on all the comments here. I missed so much. Oh, there we go. Laura says, I hadn't had a chance to say it yet. Oh, there's some more dogs out there. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, off there. No, you can't jump on that stuff. You break my stuff. Baby says, I can't see them, so you got to tell me what's going on, Angel. Yeah, anyway. There we go. So what? It's 207. Okay. Yes, I do, Mark. I know I've learned a lot about Zeus and Poseidon many, many years ago. One of my favorite things is studying history, and I've been doing it ever since I was a young teenager. And my favorite subject of all is biblical history about my hero Jesus and everything to do about him in the Bible. I've read the Old Testament, the New Testament. I've read all the Apocrypha. I've actually got the Ethiopian Bible. I just got that recently. For many years now I've had the Gnostic Bible, which a lot of people say is fake and phony, but it's not. It was actually, and a lot of people say it was written hundreds of years after. Hey, it was written in his time frame. Okay, enough. Hey, I'm trying to talk here. Anyway, it was written in this time frame as well, just like the New Testament was. It was all done around the same time, and you tell when you read the books, you can tell by the writing that it was written all about the same. It was written. All of the stuff was written within about 30 to 50 years after his death, and some of them was written during his lifetime too. I'm not sure which books off the top of my head, but and I'm talking about the New Testament and the Gnostic Bible as well. But anyway, you're going to take off too, Glenn, eh? Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here soon, Glenn. And thanks for hanging out with us again, Glenn, and everybody, of course. You're very welcome, Cheryl. You're very welcome. Oh, you're talking to Mark and others as well, mostly actually. You're talking amongst yourselves, which is great, perfect. It's what we're here for. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, I want to get things done before my time runs out and get to the orchard in time to get a reasonable dinner. Oh yeah, that's me. I want to cook a lentil stew, which actually won't take too long. Should only take me about half an hour. But the girls are having leftover liver and chicken, so they'll be fine. And I'm going to make the stew for myself. So yeah, I want to get on top of that. But I don't like eating too much after 3:30. Sometimes I've eaten at 4 and 4:30, which is not so bad, but I can start to notice that it affects the rest of my day and everything, and especially at night sleeping. So bye there, bye Glenn. Take care. Have a safe week out there. Come here, baby. Come up here. Hugs and kisses for Angel. Yeah, Angel says goodbye, everybody. We'll see you next week. And then we got this one here. This one here, the baby. Hugs and kisses for baby, and baby says bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you next week. Yeah, there's a little one eyeball there. Yeah, so there's the girls again. So you all take care. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get to sing too many today. Lonnie Stockley. Hello, Lonnie Stockley. Welcome aboard. We're just wrapping it up here. We've been on 2 hours now, and I usually can only last about 2 hours. So glad you can make it. Hopefully you'll come back next Sunday. We do a live show every Sunday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. So hopefully you'll show up again, Lonnie, and chill out with us and stuff. And yeah, that'd be great. Maybe you could become a subscriber as well. Yeah, the time did go by fast, didn't it, Cheryl? Yeah. That's right, Mark. I'm so glad we had this time together. I'm just getting to that one, yeah. But yeah, sorry I didn't sing much on this show, but I love having great conversations with everyone, and when we're talking and stuff and the subjects are good, it's hard to stop talking about them. But hopefully next weekend, maybe I'll sing some more songs and stay on track that way as well. These things seem to slip down a bit once in a while. Anyway, it's time to go. I have to run the girls around. Hopefully there's no dogs when I get out there, and stretch their legs and do their business and stuff. And then we got to run off and get a couple things done before we head out to the orchard. So, yeah, sorry I have to run away so soon, but it is what it is. Anyway. Oh, yeah, I still haven't got a necklace for it. I still got the crucifix, but I haven't got the necklace for it yet. Still working on that, and it just keeps getting put aside. There's so many other things to do, and it'll happen soon. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody else has mentioned it too, because it's obviously very noticeable. That's right, Mark. But hopefully by next weekend, I'll have it going there. We'll see. Yeah, I'll pray to Jesus and say, bring me a necklace for the cross. Anyway, Lonnie Stockley, there you are. Oh, thank you, Mark. God bless you as well. God bless all of you out there. You all have a safe week out there and a wonderful week and a healthy week. Stay healthy and eat well and stuff. And we'll see you next weekend at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. So everyone come back again then, and you as well, Lonnie. Anyway, I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh and sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. So long, everyone. You take care, and we'll hopefully catch you all next weekend. Yes, thank you for the prayer there, Mark. Thank you. You all take care. Ciao for now. Whoops.